Hi guys, welcome back to Renpet Bath Beauty. I'm so excited. Today starts the first, oh sorry, did I bump you putting my glove on? Today starts the first of our Fall Solstice Soaps. And it wouldn't be fall without our pumpkin spice soap inspired by the song Thriller. Now, I'm going to use some actual pumpkin puree in here. I have discounted it from my water, but I am going to make sure that this puree is blended up in here before I do everything. But there is a story behind our four fall solstice soaps that I'm going to tell you while we make this deliciousness. Here, let me blend this up really quick before I start talking. Okay, so this is the Hathor recipe that we use for our solstice collection. In my lye water, I have distilled water, sodium hydroxide, salt, and sugar. So the first year we started doing solstice soaps, we definitely decided that pumpkin spice, which was already a fall soap that we had in our line, was going to be a solstice soap. And because it is my son-in-law's favorite scent in the whole world, other than apple and cinnamon, which is also one of our fall solstice. Oh, my alarm's going off. Hold on, guys. Boy, I lost my train, just derailed. Oh, because it was my son-in-law's favorite fragrance, we let him go ahead and name it. So hold on, let me get this lye mixed in. Okay. And my son-in-law also, he lost his mom a few years back, and her house always smelled like apple cinnamon. And I know I'm getting off the topic of our Thriller here, but trust me, we're gonna come full circle. But so when I added that to the the fall solstice line, I called it Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. So our fall solstice has sort of morphed into this, tribute to Michael Jackson that wasn't intended, but he's also one of my son-in-law's favorite artists. So, okay, let me get the yogurt in here. That was my organic Greek yogurt, by the way. Okay, so now we're going to use three colors. I'm going to use some green, and this is a mixture of both lily pad green and evergreen, my favorite way to make leaves. I have some titanium dioxide, and I'm going to make, because this soap is going to discolor, I'm using orange salsa, some caramel brown butterscotch, and just a hint of chocolate brown to make my pumpkin color. And I will only be putting the fragrance in the pumpkin color. So let me go ahead and split off. And we are going to pipe on this soap. So it'll be fun. And I made embeds. This soap has morphed over time. It's been pretty much the same style and whatnot, but the embeds have changed over the years, and they are now soap dough embeds. Alright, let me get some in my green. I know you probably can't see what I'm doing here. Just need enough for the piping in the leaves. As far as my white goes, however, there we go. I need enough for the piping. Let's see. Yeah. think that should be enough, because we just put a small white swirl in there. And let me deal with my white first. So my white will go first. Let's get Freddie in there. And obviously it's not going to be completely white because of the pumpkin, but you know, I'm good with that. I love that pumpkin-y color. It's beautiful. It looks like pumpkin cheesecake to me. That's what it's always looked like to me when I've made this soap. So, okay. Let me stir this up. Get the soap off the sides. Alright. And we're going to start with our orange, which obviously we need more of than anything else. By the way, this pumpkin is actually called Sweet Pumpkin Spice. It is from Wholesale Supplies Plus. So it's a very good, very, very good. I'm going to put just a little bit of caramel in there just to darken it up a little bit, and just a teeny bit of brown, because it's going to darken. But you know what? Yeah, I've always put the brown in it. I should put the brown in it, so it looks the same as last year. I mean, we're talking a teeny bit of brown. Okay. So let me get this in here. And then we'll get to getting. Perfect. Ooh! I just made a huge mess, guys. See, I'm soaping right, because I made a mess. Okay. My cat's down here scratching again. Will you get out of here? Man, cats. Gotta love them. Sometimes, I suppose. Okay. Let me get it off, all this soap off of here. I gotta scrape the sides of this. I didn't scrape that batter down. There we go. Alright, let's add our fragrance. This fragrance smells amazing, you guys. Although it does accelerate just a tad, which means I need to hurry up and stir this green. I meant to stir the green before I did that. But it's not so bad that it's terrible. I am going to take a chopstick out, however, just in case. It also doesn't help that the sugars from the pumpkin are there. Harvey, knock it off. It's not my cat that usually scratches. Our piping is going to be ready to go quite quickly. So I'm just going to lay a little bit of the white down the center there, because like I said, we're going to use a chopstick to, and we're going to put a little bit of green in here. We're going to use a chopstick to swirl it. And then we're going to lay a little bit more orange, and then we're going to swirl and put the rest of the orange in there. Okay, let's get the rest of this in here. This fragrance does heat up as well too. I learned the hard way why not to use melt and pour embeds with this soap, because they melted. It happens. I remember the first time it happened, I cried. I mean, I cried. The soap was absolutely gorgeous. I had these gorgeous you know, embeds that took me a long time to get the color right on and the melt and pour. And this is commercial melt and pour. This is before I, you know, even had an inkling of making my own. And it just, sorry, gotta bang it. They melted. And I was just crushed. Absolutely, positively crushed. One more time. Then I might have to, I know I'm going to have to do it again. Just want to make sure I get all of that in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the white in its piping bag. I should be able to pipe like immediately. But the green, however, we're gonna have to wait for just a little bit, but I am also gonna put it in its piping bag. And so far so good. Keep your fingers crossed that my air conditioner doesn't go back on. I actually turned it off so I could make this for you guys and sit and relax and watch some TV. We have a kid-free weekend this weekend. And I've got a show on Sunday. So excited to be doing shows and talking to my customers in person. It's so fantastic. I've missed it. And for the green, I have a coupler on this tip. Yeah, the green is going to take a while because I'm going to do vines and leaves on my pumpkin embeds. Harvey, stop it. I may have to wait. He's just meowing like crazy. I have no idea. This is a cat that hardly ever meows, and he's meowing like he's afraid of something. And trust me, there's nothing around. So, yeah, this is a little too soft, guys. So we will be back, and I will get my husband to bring Harvey upstairs. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back to pipe. You know what, let me put gloves on. Rather be safe than sorry. Bag's a little full, and the piping is setting up more by the minute. So, I'm going to spray this with some alcohol. And hopefully my hands don't get in your way. This is an open star tip. I'm sorry, a closed star tip. My bad. This is such a fun soap to make, and it always puts me in the mood for fall. Fall is my favorite season, followed by spring. I love fall and spring. It's sort of like, you know, the whole, you know, death and rebirth kind of idea. You know, goes back to the whole ancient Egyptian fascination I have. Can't help it. It's just the way it is here at Renpet. I'm going to try to get all of this piping on here. We don't have too much, but because it's not scented, I will be taking end pieces off of this. So I'll have samples. And who knows, maybe I still have samples left from last year. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to spray this. Let me see how our green is doing really quick. Take it out of here. Yeah, our green is still not set up. But it was also mixed with oils from the batch. So, get some of the air out of there. There we go. So we may have to wait a little bit for the green, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the pumpkins on there, which I need to take off my gloves for. Now the pumpkins are made out of soap dough, And I made them with this orange brown color, and they are painted with orange and a little bit of that caramel color on the ridges of them. So it gives the pumpkins a little bit of dimension, and as you can see, I made sure the lines were on my soap mold so I wouldn't lose where I was or lose any of the pumpkins. And I make 3 sizes of pumpkins for these loaves. I always have. But the big one always goes in the middle. And then we've got our cute smaller one. Sometimes I go back and forth between them, but not this year. I'm gonna go ahead and just put them all how they are. I love this soap. It really is one of my favorites to make. I look forward to making it every year. So do my customers. And I also make candles and wax melts in this fragrance. So y'all will be seeing me do that pretty soon too. Little itty bitty baby pumpkins. Little itty bitty babies. That's partly why I put that frosting there on the sides. Oh, got some on my hands. Hold on, gotta dry my hands on my towel there because these have mica all over them. And 2. There we go. And I do not glitter this soap. This little piece of soap here needs to come down. And I need to fix this pumpkin. Okay. Alright, I'm going to spray this with some rubbing alcohol. And we will come back after the green has set up. Looks like I'm all watching the History Channel down here in the basement. Alright, I'll see you guys in a few. Bye. Okay guys, we are back. And this green is finally set up. I have a number 2 writer tip on this. So I'm going to try to make sure that this doesn't get in your way. I just sort of put vines all over. Sometimes I'll go back and forth and through and around, come back up. Pumpkins are viney, so make little loop-de-loops. Alright. Where is my other tip? Uh-oh. I lost my leaf tip, guys. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, you know what I bet I did with it? I put it back in I have a bag that I keep my leaf tips in. So let me just change this tip out and put my new one in there. I made too much green. Okay, I'm going to start over on this side. I'm going to spray it again. Okay. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the background to our little Michael Jackson inspired fall soaps. They definitely all work pretty good. And for the next couple of weeks, that's what we'll be doing as our fall soaps, just to make sure we have them done early and we don't have to worry about it, because it's definitely early to be making fall soaps. But I said in the springtime that I'd rather have them done early than to be rushing around trying to get everything done. So in September, we're probably going to be doing all of our Christmas soaps, because I think I'm going to put these out in August for you guys. You guys probably can't see anything. I love doing leaves. Leaves are one of my favorite things to pipe. They're just so much fun. I guess I could put some more leaves on each of these. I think I said it in another video that, like, when I have extra piping from leaves, I oh, Mr. J, stop. That I'll pipe on some wax paper, some parchment paper. I'll pipe with the piping. So that way, like, if I need leaves and have forgotten, you know, left, like I said in Raspberry Beret, I left my piping in the fridge like a dummy, that I would have them to be able to put in there. So I'm probably going to do that when I'm done with this. Let's put some of these leaves right next to each other, like little teeny ones on these teeny pumpkins. I'm sorry, my head might be in your way. I didn't even think about that because I'm leaning over. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, that one only had one. All right. I think that'll about do it. What do you think? You think that's good? I hope so, because that's what we're going to do. And then I will use the rest of this piping on some parchment paper, and I will see you in 18 to 24 hours to cut this thriller. We are back to cut Thriller. And I have a guest helping me cut Thriller. So let me move my cutter back. Yes, you. I'll give you a look of the top. Shh. Give a look at the top. She's going to talk like crazy. She's very excited to be here cutting this soap. So you can say hi to everybody, Ava. You can't whisper, silly girl. You can stick your face in there and say hi.
I already did.
Oh, okay, you already did. All right, I am going to take a small end piece off of this. Just to tell I'm going to get a leaf. But we got to take an end piece off. Okay.
Yay! That's for me.
No, it's not for you.
Which one?
That is a sample. Now, if you notice, here, let me cut another bar. This fragrance does definitely discolor. I try to work around that with the orange and stuff, and it doesn't help that, I've got actual...
I helped you with that.
With the pumpkins? Yes, you did. It doesn't help that I actually, put pumpkin puree in there. But as you can see, around the edges, it's really dark. And like on the side, it's dark. So the rest of that orange is going to get that dark burnt orange color. So, but I think it's absolutely freaking adorable. This is one of my favorite soaps to make every year. Actually, all of my fall soaps are some of my favorites to make every year because...
They say hi to back.
Yes, they do say hi to you back. You just can't hear them yet. Oh, I accidentally cut a pumpkin, guys. Just a little bit.
Oopsie.
Yeah, oopsie. Where are all my swirls? I don't know where all my swirls are, guys. Mimi's swirls are missing.
Let me do something.
What? What do you want to do? Oh, you want to make music? You don't need to make music with my wire, girl. You're silly.
Yeah, I just want to make some.
Maybe you should have her glasses on to make sure she doesn't cut these pumpkins. Okay. You're going to go get my glasses? That's very sweet of you. I think they're on the dining room table. She's such a good girl. As it gets darker, these swirls are going to show up better. I guarantee it. I'm going to give it a few, probably about a week or so before I take pictures of it so I get a more accurate representation of what it's going to look like. Because one year, with this soap, I posted pictures while the orange was light. And I had a customer say, "Hey, my soap got brown. What's the matter with it?" And I had to explain to her that it was because of the fragrance discoloring. Once I explained it to her, she was good, but, people don't always automatically know that.
Hi.
Hi, why do you have my glasses on, you silly girl?
I'm walking with them on.
You were walking with them on? Oh, I don't know if I showed you both sides, so let's show you. Hey, get out of the shadow. There we go. I'm not sure how much of a shadow she's creating, guys. I apologize, but she was adamant. Can you tell them what we just made? What did we just make together?
Whipped soap.
Yes, we made whipped soap. And what did you do when we made whipped soap?
Make my own.
Yes, we made you your own, but what do you do when you make whipped soap? What do you have to do with your hands?
Put gloves.
Yep, and then what do you do with the pink bottle?
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's alcohol. And what do you do with that? What do you do with that alcohol? Where do you spray it?
On your gloves.
On your gloves. And where else do we spray it?
On our hands.
What? Yes, and on the counter. And on the counter.
Yep.
And we sprayed our mixer. What?
My hands are dirty.
Your hands are dirty? You want to use the alcohol? Okay. Please don't spray my soap. I love this wispy swirl. It's really going to come out when the soap darkens. I apologize if she's bothering y'all, but she's been up my butt today. Haven't ya?
Then your turn, okay?
Yeah, then my turn? Well, after I finish cutting the soap, this is a very large bar of soap. I bet your daddy's gonna buy that one. I know it's the weirdest thing, right? I buy my own products and I make my family buy their own products. There's no family discount at Renpet Bath and Body. Or, excuse me, Renpet Bath and Beauty. What the heck am I thinking?
The table's dirty. I'm just waiting for you done.
I just think, my products are that good that we can all pay for them. Oh, look, there's the pretty swirl. Look at Ava. And this is the last bar. So pretty. And I can't get an end piece off of that, but that's good. You can actually see the pumpkin in there. So, all right, guys. I will see you next week for our next fall soap. So, you guys have a great week. Can you say bye-bye? Bye. Bye.